Alright, everyone, I'm sitting up. It's like late at night. And it's been a long time since I made a video. But, with what's going on right now, I figured really, can't say I wanted to make one like out of fun, because, it's really out of obligation. That's what it's really basically out of. And, I'm not like very big in YouTube. I have a little small channel. And I've made, I believe, about like 8 videos. Yeah. And I have 7 subscribers right now. But my channel is basically about a mix of like theology and the day-to-day struggle with, being a Christian. So in other words, it's kind of like, like say John 3:16. For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him will not perish but have everlasting life. Okay. And how basically do you use that verse? How do you apply that in everyday life? How do you live that verse? In life. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, I'm chewing on some gum. But what I'm making a video about, unless you've been living under a rock, which if I have some of my younger subscribers may not know what I'm talking about. Basically, if you haven't watched the news, if you don't go to school, if you don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? Something, then there's no way you would not know about what's going on in the world right now. And that is, I want to officially, say though, in this video, this video is not about, what to do because of the virus. This isn't about washing your hands and all that. This has nothing to do with that. This isn't, anything about staying at home, whatever. No, that's not my interest. What my interest is that a lot of people right now, I know they're probably thinking in their mind, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people that are, in particular, I want to focus on Christians, but religious people really all around the world right now are thinking, and that is this virus, that's taking so many people's lives. Let's just take, for instance, like, Italy, which is sort of a personal thing for me because, my grandparents, which you wouldn't probably know, my grandparents on my father's side, my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather, they were from Italy and Sicily. My grandmother, she was from Italy, and my grandfather, he was from Sicily. And, so it's sort of a personal thing, being descendant of, Italian immigrants. That Italy is, last time I checked, maybe more, 13,000 people have, passed away. And me as a Roman Catholic, I know that, Holy Father right now is dealing with that fact. All the local priests, the bishops, the cardinals, they're all, dealing with the fact that their nation and the Catholic world is in turmoil, along with the rest of the world, the rest of the Christian world. But, so I'm basically here to say, really, truth be told, we don't know. We don't really know if this is a sign of the Lord's coming. We don't know if He's going to come, in the next few years. We as Roman Catholics, we sort of have a little bit of a different theology. You know what I'm saying? We strictly go by, when the Lord said to His disciples, well, no man knows the hour, for it'll come like a thief in the night. Not even angels in heaven, not even the Son. Okay, so therefore, we can't really know. But what I want to say, plain and simple, in this video is, I'm not trying to, scare anyone. I'm not trying to, put doubt in, anyone else that's making videos. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't watching the news, this isn't getting better. It's not going to get better. If you look in your history books, there have been plagues in the past, like during the Roman Empire, during the medieval times, there have been plagues. And what they do is they start out very small. And a plague is so virulent. I forgot the exact word. It's so, you know, it's able to spread so fast. You know what I'm saying? In other words, like if I'm in a room with 10 people, I'm sick and I don't even know it, I give it to one person, they go home, right? And they're still talking to those people in the car, right? Another one of those people is going to be sick, then they're going to go home. Maybe they'll make their member of their family sick. You have people, you know what I'm saying? You have right there 3 of your friends out of the 10 are sick, and then someone in their house is sick. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to spread continuously. And I was watching the news today. What they're saying is that it will probably go down for a little while and then it'll spring back up. You know what I'm saying? It'll, the cases will start getting smaller, and then when it hits like, winter, it'll die down maybe a little bit or something. You can look this up, and when it hits spring again, it'll come back up again, and it's just going to keep going up and down. But it's not going to just be like this little, flu season. And stop listening to people saying that it only strikes the elderly and it only strikes this group of people. And, stop listening to that, because they don't know everything about this virus yet. They really don't know. And I'm going to tell you, you have to realize too that in these last days, the devil is sending out his disciples. He is sending out his message of falsehood. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even, it says he's ruler of this world, so he is everywhere. So he wants even, people in any sort of, facet of life, to get on YouTube or to say, well, it's not real, or it's gonna go away in the next 2 months. I don't hear too many people saying it's gonna go away in the next 2 months, but I don't believe it is. If it does, thank God. But I'm not seeing it going away, as I said, repeat myself over and over again, because I feel like I need to. And the last thing before I end this video, I'm going to say plain and simple is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a hard pill to swallow. I didn't really grow up in church too much, so the church scene, wasn't really a big thing for me. I was baptized as a child. I haven't been confirmed and stuff, so I haven't completely, went through the whole process. But I've always believed in Roman Catholicism, you know what I'm saying? And I've always had the desire, I feel like the desire more now, you know what I'm saying, even now, to do so. And I should, that's a lack of me not paying attention to my Catholic life, my Christian life, not being confirmed, not receiving communion and all that. But stop gathering in churches and saying God is going to protect us. We have to remember that, many times people are, deceived by, it says the devil comes even as an angel of light. And we have to be careful that the devil is not seeping in and not deceiving us and saying, oh, nothing bad's going to happen to us because we trust in the Lord. Trusting in the Lord does not mean that we do things that are ignorant. You know what I'm saying? The Lord himself said when Jerusalem fell, when Jerusalem was going to fall, because he said, see these stones, not one of them will lay unturned. Well, flee. He didn't say stand and fight, to the Jews of his day that believed in him, to the people that were, at that time weren't Gentiles, they hadn't converted them yet, they fled. So we have to just stay at home and do as early on Christians did and worship. This is how the church got started. We just did home worship, we were being persecuted by the Romans. And so, this is what we got to do. And really, honestly, I'm probably going to make a second video. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going to be in that video because, I'm going to save it for the next one. But there is more than just this virus. If you really watch things, there's other things that are about to go down. Economically, it's already going down. And in wars, there are other nations that are just, they have not, forgot their their decades of anger and lust for power. You know, so we'll just have to wait and see. But just go on ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have, my first video is I kind of meant to take it down, but it's accepting the Lord into your heart. It's something you can do. It's something I've done as a child, but it's not something absolutely necessary, But you do need to have faith. But if you don't say, a direct prayer, I know that that's funny to a lot of people. You don't have to do that. That's not really in the Bible, but I know that's funny to a lot of people. I know, but it's not part of the Roman Catholic belief, and it's just not what I believe theologically. I think, which what I need to do, this guy right here, you know what I'm saying, is attend church, and I believe that's, very important. Even though, as I said earlier, during this time, stay at home, please. But, so just everyone be safe, and just be careful of who you listen to, as I said earlier, and just like my video, and then you just hit the little bell. You'll get a notification every time I upload a video. I'm gonna try to upload this video tonight, but how phones are, it kind of takes like an hour sometimes, and my phone's not fully charged. I have to go to sleep. Luckily, through this whole entire crazy event that's going on in the world, I still have a job. I can't tell you where I work. You know what I'm saying? It's, it's not that important. I do something for a living. Until I get 100,000 subscribers, I can't sit at the house. But everyone just have a good night.